The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody. From the home of the Bulldogs, Evans Middle School, Jason Van Arkel reporting on this Monday night, just 4 days before Christmas. Andy Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, our radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a home game tonight for your Ottumwa girls as they take on the Indians of Oskaloosa. And we'll just touch on this right at the top. The Ottumwa boys are at Oskaloosa tonight, and the girls are here at home. And normally we would carry the road game, of course. However, we ran into this in the football season. Oskaloosa schools have an exclusive agreement with a media company there for video rights, so we would not be allowed to have our live video stream if we did a broadcast from Oskaloosa. Therefore, we've decided to have the video and broadcast the home game for the girls here tonight. OHS comes in with a record of 0-4. The Bulldogs last time out had a better performance on Saturday against Fort Madison. Had a lead at the half, 20-18. We're only down 3 headed to the fourth quarter, but a tough fourth quarter saw the Bulldogs fall to the Bloodhounds 53-36. OHS, the one thing they did a lot better on Saturday, they didn't turn the ball over, only 10 turnovers. They didn't shoot the ball all that well, 24% from the field, 27% from three-point range. The 14 points that they had in the second quarter was a season best, and they hit 6 three-pointers in the game, doubling their total for the entire season. Addison Ransom had 10 and Guest had 11. First time Ottumwa's had 2 players in double figures this season. Ransom has been Ottumwa's leading scorer in 3 of their 4 games. As for Oskaloosa, their last time out, they nipped Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont 58-56. Their head coach is Terrence Cunningham. He's in his first season. He spent the past 3 seasons as an assistant for Oski. The 2 years before that, he was an assistant for the boys team. And he's got Oskaloosa off to a 4-4 start. That's already as many wins as they've had in a season since 2015-2016. Over the past 4 seasons, Oskaloosa Girls Hoops has had a grand total of 5 wins. They only won 1 game last year. That was a season opener. They lost their final 20. They snapped that losing streak, I should say, with a win over Davis County in their season opener. And again, 4-4. Their next win will allow them to match their combined win total for the past 4 seasons. If you're at Ottumwa tonight, you're watching out first and foremost for sophomore Presley Blomers. Not very big at 5'5", but she fills it up, averaging 14 points a game. She's been in double figures 5 out of 8 games. She had 25 in the win on Saturday over Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont. She had 23 in their loss to Knoxville earlier this season. Another player to watch out for, junior post player Aubrey Blanco, who had a double-double in their game against PCM. Now Oskaloosa is a little bit shorthanded coming into tonight. Senior Jillian Jennings started their first 5 games, averaged 8.6 points per game, but she has missed the last 3 games and I believe is being quarantined right now. And another 6-footer, senior Amanda Fay, had a double-double, 12 points and 14 rebounds in their season opener against Davis County. She has not played since, we believe a knee injury, and then perhaps quarantined as well. So Oskaloosa is short a couple of key players in their lineup, and hopefully that is something that Ottumwa can take advantage of coming into tonight's game. Now it's interesting, even though Ottumwa and Oskaloosa are barely half an hour apart, if that, depending on how fast you drive, It's been a long time since these two teams have met in girls basketball. Their last meeting, if I went through all the records correctly, their last meeting February 15th, 2007. So it has been over 13 years since these two programs have met. By the way, Ottumwa won that matchup 51-32. And OHS hoping to pick up a win tonight in the resumption of a rivalry that has been off the record and out of sight for 13 years. The Ottumwa boys don't have that long of a gap between games with Oskaloosa because they did play the Indians last year, although last year's game was the first one in a while between the two rivals up and down Highway 163. But OHS here, the girls tonight, meeting Oskaloosa for the first time again since 2007. And Ottumwa would dearly love to get its first win of the season before the OHS girls head into winter break. This is their last game before we go to winter break. The Ottumwa boys will have one more game tomorrow night on the road at Pella Christian. That's a 7:45 tip. And we'll have the action of the Ottumwa boys for you tomorrow night right here on KBIZ and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Still about 11 and a half minutes until the end of the pregame warm-ups here at Evans Middle School tonight. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and take a look at those starting lineups. Bulldog girls basketball on a Monday night on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney.
We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, Bulldog girls at home tonight taking on Oskaloosa. As we mentioned, A little earlier, the Bulldog boys are on the road at Oskaloosa tonight. That game's already underway, and we have an update. Ottumwa boys already leading Oskaloosa 9-0 in the early going, so a good start for the Bulldog boys on the road. For the Bulldog girls game against Oskaloosa, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Indians, their projected starters from first-year head coach Terrence Cunningham. In the backcourt, their leading scorer, 5'5" sophomore Presley Blommers, 14 points per game. Joined in the backcourt by 5'6" senior McKenna Schaffner, averaging 2.1 points per game. The third guard, 5'6" senior Kaylee Johnson, 3.4 points per game. We believe Macy Cryer will get her third start of the season, a 5'5" junior, averaging 6.4 points per game. And then the post player, 6' junior Aubrey Blanco, 8.6 points and 6.1 rebounds per contest for Blanco. As for Joe Vandenberg's Ottumwa Bulldogs, he'll have the same starters for the second game in a row. 4 of them have started all season, including 5'8" senior point guard Chloe Schneckloff, averaging 3.8 points per game. Joined in the backcourt by 5'5" sophomore Olivia Coram, averaging 3.5 points per game. 5'5" senior Isabel Mellon will get her second start in a row. She's averaging 3.5 a game. She had 12 points in the game against Ames. And then up front for Ottumwa, 5'10" junior and leading scorer Addison Ransom, 8.3 points per game. And the second leading scorer, 5'11" senior Ann Guest, averaging 6 points a game. OHS versus OHS, Oskaloosa versus Ottumwa. The Bulldogs, of course, looking for their first win after losses to Mount Pleasant, Ames, Grinnell, and Fort Madison. Oskaloosa, they began their year with the win over Davis County, got blown out by Dallas Center Grimes, lost a close one to Knoxville, lost a 1-point game to North Mahaska. They beat Newton by 4, they beat PCM by 15, got blown up by Norwalk, and then a 2-point win over Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont. For both of these teams, their last game before they head into winter break. For Ottumwa, their second game of the year against an opponent, I should say, from the Little Hawkeye Conference. OHS boys will get a third game against the Little Hawkeye Conference tomorrow when they travel to Pella Christian. By the way, speaking of the schedule, when we come out of winter break, the first 2 games on the schedule are January 5th, girls-boys doubleheader at Des Moines North, and January 8th, girls-boys doubleheader at Des Moines Lincoln. Now, I have been rather pessimistic about the chances of those games being played. In talking to head coach Joe Vandenberg before we went on the air tonight, there may be a better chance than I was thinking that Ottumwa will get conference games in January, because at least from what Joe has been told in talking to his conference counterparts, the Des Moines schools over winter break are going to start having practices and will hope to have kids back in class when they come back from winter break and resume action. Now, we don't know that for sure. There had been talk of the Des Moines Public Schools staying in all virtual learning and having no activities until the end of the first semester, but that has not come to fruition as of yet. And again, when they are in winter break, doesn't matter about having classes. Everybody's out for winter break, so they can have practices over winter break, apart from the dead period that everybody has to go through at the end of this week. So there's a chance that we could be at Des Moines North on January 5th, and Ottumwa could actually play conference games. I've had some people ask me that if the Metro schools never get on the court this year, does that make Ottumwa Metro Conference champions? I suppose it would by default. I'm not sure you'd hang any banners for a year in which you were the only conference team that played games and you had no conference games. But be that as it may, if Ottumwa doesn't play any conference games this year, they kind of function like Notre Dame normally would in football. Ottumwa would be, I guess, an independent. There are a couple of independent schools in the state, including Grandview Christian, the school that the Ottumwa boys beat to open the season, but for Ottumwa it would be more of a de facto independent status just for this season, because again, the Metro Conference, other than Ottumwa, hasn't gotten on the court yet. But there is some hope that we'll play Des Moines North and Des Moines Lincoln in the first week of January, so stay tuned on that. All right, we're going to take another 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll have a couple more notes getting you ready for the game. The national anthem will come shortly after that, and then we'll be ready for basketball. So 3 minutes and we're back to finish pregame on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Let's Go are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Let's Go's priority. Let's Go, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.letsgo.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions, from the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic, member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships and foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball. Bulldogs getting ready to take on Oskaloosa tonight. The Indian starting lineup being introduced to the fans here at Evans Middle School. Oskaloosa wearing maroon road jerseys, white lettering Oskaloosa across the front, white numbers front and back, and some diagonal dashes, if you will, for trim down the sides of the maroon jerseys and maroon shorts. Ottumwa in the home whites, red trim on the collar, red lettering Bulldogs on the front, red numbers trimmed in silver front and back, vertical red and silver striping on the sides of the white shorts. We are about to have the national anthem, and they'll begin by having the Ottumwa High Junior ROTC color guard bring the colors out to midcourt. The fans will stand and face the colors for the national anthem. The colors will be retired, and then we'll be ready for basketball. So we're back in 2 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Evans Middle School tonight. Annie Argo, our on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa girls about to take on Oskaloosa in a renewal of an old rivalry. They haven't met since 2007, but they are back at it tonight. By the way, the Ottumwa boys on the road at Oskaloosa after one quarter. OHS, the Bulldogs, Ottumwa leading OHS, the Indians, in boys 14-2. Here in Ottumwa, the girls take the court. OHS, I'm going to do that a lot tonight, aren't I? Isabel Mellon for Ottumwa, along with Olivia Coram, Chloe Schneckloff, Addison Ransom, and Ann Guest. Guest will jump it up for Ottumwa against Aubrey Blanco for Oskaloosa. We're ready to go. The ball is in the air. The tip is controlled by Oskaloosa. They move left to right here in the opening quarter. Get it in the hands of Macy Creer. To the left side, into the hands of Presley Blomers, their best player. Driving left, double team the lane, kick it in the corner. Two bounces. Kaylee Johnson. Swing it back up top for Blomers. Blomers on the left wing, guarded by Schneckloff. Bulldogs into man-to-man. Ball back up top. Thrown to the right side for Melina Schaffner. Underneath to Blanco. Missed the layup, and the rebound pulled in by Olivia Coram. Did a little backdoor there, but Oski couldn't convert. In the front court, Schneckloff, left wing, open for a three in transition. Off the rim, no, and the rebound to Blanco. Back the other way come the Indians. Pass over the head of Blanco into the hands of Creer, right wing. Driving baseline, cut off, kick it, and stolen by Isabel Mellon. Stole that baseline pass. Gets it over to Coram. The sophomore into the front court between the circles. Oski in man-to-man. Coram driving right, kick it on the wing to Schneckloff. Skip it left wing to Mellon. Driving down to the baseline, runner off the glass, no. Rebound loose on the floor, rescued by Schneckloff. Another chance for Ottumwa. Up top to Ann Guest. Looks underneath. Now a shot faking a drive, little runner off the glass. Couldn't get the roll, and the rebound again to Blanco. Good look for Ann, just wouldn't go down. Long pass into the front court. Driving in off the glass and good is Kaylee Johnson from the left side, and Oski leads 2-0, almost a minute and a half gone. Coram across the timeline for Ottumwa. Gets it to Guest up top. Left side to Mellon. Ransom trying to post up underneath. Being guarded by Creer. Ball goes up top to Coram instead. Coram one dribble. Hands it in the lane to Ransom. Kicks it out to Schneckloff. Three on the way right wing. Count it! Chloe Schneckloff with a three-pointer, and Ottumwa takes a 3-2 lead. Good ball movement that time by OHS. Blomers into the front court. Gets it left wing for Schaffner. Underneath and stolen by Coram. Wants to hustle, but she's 1-on-3 and pulls it up. Goes left side to Schneckloff. Calls out the play up top to Guest. Looking for a lob underneath. Good seal by Ransom. Catching the lane, and she's fouled before she can shoot by Kaylee Johnson. Good seal that time underneath by Ransom to get position. And the first foul of the game goes against Oskaloosa. Schneckloth to throw the inbound from the baseline. Goes right side to Mellon. Isabel, one dribble, lob it up top, lazy pass stolen. Back the other way is Creer, all the way down by herself, and laid it in. Oskaloosa back in front 4-3. Coach Vandenberg calls out the next play. Corum gets it up top to Guest, and left wing to Mellon. Looked underneath, lob to a cutting Schneckloth, double team, pass across to Guest, great pass and the layup good. Chloe the assist, Guest the bucket. Bulldogs back in front 5-4. Blomers into the front court. Dribbling against Schneckloth up top, good pressure up there. Wanted the lob inside, not there. Picked up her dribble, gets it up high to Shafter. She brings it top of the key, right side to Creer, in the corner Johnson. Baseline drive, going to get to the rim, reverse layup. Kind of threw it up wildly, no good. Blanco the rebound though, and the putback is good. Aubrey Blanco's first bucket makes it 6-5 Oskaloosa. Corum through the midcourt circle. Goes left side for Mellon. Mellon driving left to right, to the right wing for Schneckloth. Looks underneath. Jab step. Dribbling in the corner now and had it batted out of her hands by Johnson and out of bounds on the far side. Right in front of former Ottumwa baseball great Jalen Jones, who's here with his family to watch his sister Zoe Jones, who should be in the game at some point. Guest driving in the lane, a lot of contact, no foul. Rebound kicks out to Johnson. Oski wants to run. Schneckloth trying to slow her down. Kick it out of the wing to Blomers. Shot fake, driving on Corum, cut off, goes right side. Schafter with a three, no good. And good rebound by Schneckloth. Good job by Ottumwa to get back defensively. Still down a point. Schneckloth back the other way, right side. Kicks it to Corum on the wing, up top to Guest. And with a shot fake. Now she'll take the three top of the key, left it short. Corum could not save the rebound from going out of bounds. It'll go back to Oskaloosa. Ann can hit the three. It's not a bad idea if they back off her like that to take that shot, but got to get a little more of her legs into it. Into the front court, hesitation dribble by Blomers, down the lane into a double team, floater off the rim, no, and a rebound by Guest after a good bit of help defense there by Ransom. Bulldogs still down 6-5 halfway through the first quarter. Guest dribbling up top, throws it left side for Schneckloth. Dribbles free throw line, goes right side to Corum. Corum left side to Mellon. Mellon a lob underneath, tough catch in the lane by Ransom. Got it across to Guest, and her layup is good. Another good post-to-post pass. This time from Ransom to Guest. Ann's got 4 points. Ottumwa leading 7-6. Good back and forth first quarter between these two teams. Here is Blomers into the front court, dribbling over to the left side. She likes to operate from there, and now brings it back up top. And a bump foul will be called on Schneckloth as Blomers started to curl down the lane. That's not the worst thing in the world there. That's the first foul of any kind on Ottumwa. It comes at the 3:25 mark of the opening quarter. Johnson inbounds, far side, gets it to Blomers. Blomers got called for carrying the basketball. Yes, she was hesitating, kind of looking to see where she wanted to go, and pretty obvious carry. Unforced error that time by the Indians. So here comes Corum into the front court. Ottumwa trying to add to a 1-point lead, 7-6. Up top to Guest. Picked up her dribble, needs somewhere to go, and a pass is knocked away out of bounds on the far side by Johnson for Oski, trying to get it to Schneckloth. And the first two subs of the game, Oski will bring in a pair of reserves. 5'5" junior Addison Carter is checked in, along with 5'7" sophomore Lucy Roach. Ottumwa inbounding, Corum at midcourt gets it up top to Guest, and wanted to drive, nearly had her pocket pick. Blanco's reaching in, they don't call it. Goes left wing to Mellon. Mellon back into the high post for Guest, down the lane, runner, no good off the glass, and a held ball between Ransom and Roach, and the alternate possession will keep it with Ottumwa off that rebound. 2:55 to go, and Ottumwa will get a sub in. Josie Lemons, the 5'7" senior, replacing Ann Guest. Bulldogs stack up at the right elbow for this inbounds pass from the baseline by Schneckloth. Looking, and got it in on the floor to Ransom on the right side. Hands off on the wing to Schneckloth. Brings it back up top. Now backs up to the volleyball line between the circles, shadowed by Kaylee Johnson. Dribbles left, picked up her dribble, down towards the post for Lemons. Lemons trying to drive and lost it, but they called a foul. And if they called that on Johnson, that would be her second. And they do. Kaylee Johnson has 2 fouls. Ottumwa inbounding. And the inbounds pass, miscommunication between Corum and Mellon. Mellon was cutting towards the wing on the left side. The ball went towards the corner and out of bounds. Oskaloosa brings Aubrey Blanco back onto the floor to replace Johnson, who sits with 2 fouls. Blomers dribbles all the way to the wing, now into the lane, lobs it right baseline for Roach. Kick out on the wing, 3 in the way by Creer, no good, but a too aggressive closeout by Corum, and she fouls the shooter. And that'll be 3 free throws coming for Macy Creer. Now, she's only 54% from the line this season. Oskaloosa hasn't shot free throws particularly well. First one is good. That ties the game at 7, 2:25 to go first quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Second free throw too strong. Bulldog basketball also brought to you by Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call today for an appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. Third free throw for Creer, no good. And Mellon and Lemons fighting for the rebound, and they both beat Blanco to the ball. Lemons ends up with it, so only 1 point on the 3 free throws. We're tied at 7. Schneckloff into the front court, kicks it right wing to Mellon. Mellon drives in the lane, a lot of contact, knocked loose on the floor, diving to get it back, and Mellon slid out of bounds. Boy, Oskaloosa just hacking at that ball from on top, and no call. Presley Blomers into the front court between the circles. Lob underneath for Roach. Her pass out is deflected. Loose ball run down by Blanco. Threw it back in the lane too tall. Intended for Creer, and it's picked off by Mellon. Mellon racing into the front court. Throws it right side Schneckloff. Thought about the 3. Gets it up top to Lemons. Lob underneath for Ransom. Turnaround up and under move in the lane. Got fouled by the help side defense, and Addison Ransom will shoot 2. 1:43 to go first quarter. That foul is on Lucy Roach. I am surprised that foul didn't go against Blanco for reaching in from the side. Ransom 58% from the line so far this year. And her first one is good. Her first point of the night. Ottumwa back in front 8-7, and Guest back in, replacing Isabel Mellon. One more free throw for the junior, Addison Ransom. It's up. And hit the back iron, died and fell through the hoop. It's good. Ransom 2 for 2. Ottumwa leading 9-7, their biggest lead so far. Oski's biggest lead has also been 2. A lob into the post for Blanco. Tough catch. She's too far into the hoop. Tried to go back. Shot was blocked. Got it back. Missed it. Ransom the rebound. And a held ball. The arrow will keep it with Oskaloosa. Addison Ransom blocked that first shot by Blanco. Now Blomers inbound from the baseline. They lob it up top for Carter to the right wing, and Blomers a 3. She hit it. Boy, Ottumwa had kept her in check until that 3, and Oski's back in front 10-9. Blomers 34% from three-point range. That's good enough to be effective. Lemons up top into the high post for Ransom left side. Takes it down the lane, off the glass and good. Ransom went right around the smaller Addison Carter. If they're going to guard Ransom with their guards, who are averaging about 5'5", 5'6", Addison's going to have a big day. 11-10 Bulldogs. Under a minute to go opening quarter. Lob to the baseline for Roach. Kick it out. Free throw line jumper by Blanco was way off. Loose ball picked up by Blomers. Goes it right baseline for Roach. Out to the elbow. Career shot no good off the glass, and the rebound to Lemons. Bulldogs doing a good job of contesting shots. Schneckloff into the front court. 40 seconds to go. Lobs it up high on the right side to Lemons. Josie to the wing. A handoff to Corum. Corum trying to drive baseline, cut off by Blomers, and they call Corum for an offensive foul. There wasn't a lot of contact there. But that's the second one on Olivia Corum. And Isabel Mellon will check back in for Olivia. 32.6 seconds to go opening quarter. Ottumwa 11, Oskaloosa 10. This time Addison Carter will bring it across the timeline. There's a round to pick. And it's an illegal screen called on Blanco. That'll be her first. Team foul number 4. And maybe Ottumwa can get the final shot here. with 23 seconds remaining in the quarter, leading 11-10. Schneckloff across midcourt towards the right side. Dribbles to the wing, hands off to Mellon. Mellon's lob pass into lane, knocked away, stolen, but then Ransom took it back. Kicks it left side, Schneckloff, 8 seconds. Up top to Lemons, down to the block, Ransom, turnaround in the lane, off the glass, no. Rebound to Blanco, 2 seconds, 1 second. Pass stolen midcourt, and they can't get the shot off. Ottumwa leading 11-10. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, your Ottumwa girls leading Oskaloosa 11-10 here in Ottumwa. Over in Oskaloosa, they've gone to halftime. The Ottumwa boys lead Oskaloosa 34-16. A good night so far for OHS. Isabel Mellon into the front court. Up top, Josie Lemons. Lobs into the lane for Guest. And turnaround in the lane. Shot off the glass, no, but a whistle and a foul, and Ann Guest will shoot 2. Ottumwa making a living in the lane here in the first half. And that's the second foul on Aubrey Blanco, so that's 2 starters for Oskaloosa with 2 fouls in the first half, including their 6-foot center. Zoe Jones, by the way, is into the game for Ottumwa. Ann's first free throw left it short. Ann on the season came in at 65%. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. Second free throw good. Guest has 5 points. Ottumwa leads at 12-10. Neither team's been ahead by more than 2 so far. It'll be Addison Carter to bring it across the timeline for Oskaloosa. Takes it over to the right side, guarded by Mellon. Skips it left side to Blomers. Blomers around to pick. Lob it right corner for Carter. Steps into a 3 and left it short off the rim. The rebound to Lemons. Ottumwa will live with anybody other than Blomers shooting a 3, I think. Schneckloff into the front court. Up top to Lemons. Left wing to Mellon. And Ottumwa got called for 3 seconds in the lane. They turn it back over with 7:21 to go in the second quarter. Still leading by 2. Again, it will be Creer to bring it across the timeline. Dribbles over to the right wing. Guarded by Mellon all the way down the baseline. And there's an offensive foul. That was Carter, not Creer. And Carter put that left elbow into Mellon's gut. They called that on Olivia Corum in the first quarter. They call it on Carter here in the second. It's team foul number 6 on Oski. So the next foul that's not an offensive foul by the Indians will put Ottumwa in the 1-1. Bulldogs have been called for 3 fouls. Schneckloff between the circles over towards the right side. Throws it back left for Mellon. Into the high post for Guest. And try to drive down the lane, was cut off. Kicks it left wing for Mellon. Isabella baseline drive. And that's called an offensive foul. There was kind of a chest-to-chest collision there, and I'm not sure that Addison Carter was quite in legal guarding position for that one, but the call went against Ottumwa. And now Carter brings it into the front court, guarded by Mellon. Throw it up top for Blomers, dribbles to the left wing. Kicks it back right side, tough catch by Carter on the wing. Drives in the lane, puts up the runner, and missed it. Rebound tapped by Guest and controlled by Mellon. Another one and done. Good defense by Ottumwa. Minute and a half gone second quarter, still 12-10 Bulldogs. Mellon had it poked away by Carter, but she got it back, throws it up top to Guest. And crossover in the lane, tried to go up, got stripped. Loose ball picked up by Carter. Indians want to race. Carter down the right side, throws it across to a wide open Roach, who's off the glass and good from the left side. Lucy Roach's first bucket ties the game at 12. Schneckloth between the circles. Throws it right side for Zoe Jones. Jones into the high post for Guest. And spins, kicks it back to Mellon up top. Right wing to Zoe again. She drives down to the baseline, put it up. Oh, off the rim, no good, but a whistle and a foul, and Zoe Jones will shoot two. Boy, I thought for a second that one was going down. Macy Creer with the foul, her first, team foul number 7. Jones going to the line for the first time this season. Puts it up. Rattles out, no good. Subs for both teams. Ottumwa 3 subs. Addison Ransom and Olivia Corm are back in, and Kennedy Hugan checks in, and now Oski wants a timeout. We're tied at 12, 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot, offering an array of coffee beverages, serving breakfast, as well as homemade soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. Like and follow them on Facebook. 5:50 to go second quarter. Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Girls game tied at 12. Zoe Jones about to shoot her second free throw, missed the front end. Second one, a little too strong. The rebound tapped out of bounds by Ottumwa. It'll go back to Oskaloosa. Game remains tied. Did they call a foul on that? Well, they called Addison Ransom for a foul there, so that's her first, team foul number 5. Addison Carter into the front court for the Indians. Dribbles left against Hugan all the way down to the baseline. Shot blocked by Ransom. Good help defense. Rebound to Guest. Carter just tried to do it all herself there, and Ottumwa said no way. To the right side, Corum, and her pass into the corner through the hands of Jones and out of bounds. 5.5 to go second quarter. It's been a slow quarter. Ottumwa led 11-10 after the first quarter. We're now tied at 12. Oski's got a fast break bucket from Roach. Ottumwa's got a free throw from Guest. Carter around a pick to the right side, lob it to the left block. Roach with the catch, off the glass, no good. Blomers the rebound, had it stripped, ball loose on the floor. Roach picks it back up, kicks it on the wing to Carter, into the corner for Blomers, trying to drive baseline on Jones, and Zoe Jones got called for a reach-in. That'll be her first, team foul number 6. Blomers to inbound from the baseline. Lobs it to a cutting Creer in the lane, who got around her defender and laid it in, almost a tip in. And Oski leads 14-12. Now Oskaloosa with some zone pressure. Corum to the right, picked it up, threw it left, knocked away. Lazy pass stolen by Creer. Missed the layup though, and Jones had the rebound knocked out of her hand from behind. I thought that would be an over-the-back call, but it's just out of bounds to Ottumwa. Jones now trying to inbound against the pressure. Got it into Corum on the left side. Dribbles to the center. Throws it right to Jones. Fakes a pass. Now a long pass to Hugan left side. Underneath to a wide open and Guest, who lays it in. Bulldogs broke the press nicely that time. Guest has 7 points. We're tied at 14. It's a Good fake by Zoe Jones before throwing the long cross-court pass ahead. Here's Carter attacking, baseline to Roach, drives in, kicks it back out, and the two Oskaloosa players watched it go right between them, Creer and Carter, and it went out of bounds at midcourt. Ottumwa gets it back. Corum inbounds to Jones, and Zoe will bring it across the timeline. Between the circles, bounce it right side for Guest. Oskaloosa's in a zone now. They go up top to Hugan. Left side, Jones. Underneath, tough catch by Ransom, and she got fouled. And Addison Ransom will shoot a 1-and-1. 4:08 to go, second quarter. That's the second foul on Lucy Roach. Team foul number 8, and Roach becomes the third Oskaloosa player to pick up a second foul. Remember, Oskaloosa's short a couple of players in this matchup as it is. Ransom 2 for 2 at the line so far tonight. Gets the roll to make it 3 of 3. She earns the bonus. Bulldogs back in front 15-14. Isabel Mellon and Chloe Schneckloth are back in for OHS, replacing Jones and Hugan, who gave the Bulldogs a couple of good minutes off the bench. One more free throw here for Ransom. And doesn't get the roll on that one. Mellon tried to get the rebound, but couldn't keep it from going out of bounds. Ottumwa 15, Oskaloosa 14, 4:06 on the clock. Carter back across the timeline. To the right side, guarded by Mellon on the wing. Up top for Blommers. Blommers dribbles left and got called for a carry. Second time they've called that on her. Blommers came in averaging 14 points a game. She only has 3 so far. Ottumwa's done a good job of keeping her out of the lane on the dribble, and except for the 1 3-pointer she hit, not giving her any good looks from outside. Mellon's pass across the timeline was deflected out of bounds by Roach. And now Schneckloth will inbound, gets it in to Corum between the circles. Corum dribbling right against the zone, fed it in the lane to Ransom, turn around high off the glass, a little too strong, rebound tapped, still loose, finally picked up by Blommers, and they get Mellon for a foul there? No, they get Ransom. You can see I was watching Mellon, she backed off, but Ransom gets her second. Team foul number 7, that'll send Presley Blommers to the line. Now she's only 59% on the season. Got a box out here, this is a 1-and-1. 3:36 on the clock here in the second quarter. Ottumwa leading 15-14. Free throw up, too strong, and a good rebound by Mellon. Mellon into the front court, throws it right side for Schneckloth. Bulldogs look a lot more confident than they had in the early part of the season, although that pass goes through the hands of Guest. She rescues it, keeps the dribble, gets it high post to Ransom, takes the elbow jumper, too strong, rebound all the way out to near midcourt where Ransom runs it down. Right side to Mellon, into the post Guest, across the lane, shot goes up. A lot of contact, no foul, rebound to Carter. Oski wants to run. Carter right side of the lane, backs it out to Blommers. 3 on the wing is off the rim, no. Rebound pulled in a crowd by Mellon. Under 3 to go until halftime. Ottumwa leading 15-14. Mellon between the circles. Might have gotten away with a carry there. Then the pass nearly stolen by Blommers. Knocked it out of bounds into the Indian bench. 2:51 on the clock. Inbounds goes to Schneckloth. It has been a low-scoring second quarter for both teams. Schneckloth, right side to Guest. And dribbles in, kicks it out to Mellon. Mellon tries the 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Blommers. Indians want to run. Blommers across the timeline. She comes close to carrying it every dribble. Left wing to Roach. Shot fake at a drive. Got it off the glass. Missed it. And Guest fighting for the rebound. We get a held ball, and the arrow will keep it with the Indians with 2:26 to go until halftime. Blommers to throw the inbounds pass. Bulldogs gave up a layup on an inbounds earlier this quarter. This time a lob up top to Carter. Right side to Blommers. Shot fake. Baseline drive. Lob in the lane for Roach. Double team. Kick it out to Carter. Left side to Creer. Creer skips it right side to Blommers. Blommers dribbles in. Kicks it out to Schaffner for a 3. Missed it. Rebound pulled in by Schneckloth. Good closeout defense by Ottumwa there on all those passes. Chloe attacking right side. Kicks it on the wing. Corum for a 3. Off the rim, no. But the weak side rebound to Schneckloth. Brings it out left wing. Underneath for Ransom. Put it up. A lot of contact there. No foul. Ransom fighting for the rebound. Creer saves it. to Roach, who hands off to Blomers. Blomers attacking. Top of the key, down the right side of the lane. Euro step, threw it up wildly. Oh, what a late whistle on that one, and a foul. Boy, oh boy. Ransom got knocked sideways on her layup, and there was no call. And then that late whistle rings up a foul on Schneckloth and puts Blomers at the line for two. She makes the first. Game tied at 15. This team foul number 8 on Ottumwa. Second one on Chloe. Second free throw, no good, and Coram corrals the long rebound. So we're tied at 15. Minute 43 to go until the half. Schneckloth attacking right side, nearly lost it out of bounds. Picks up the dribble, throws it up top for Mellon. Left side to Ransom. Ransom into the corner for Coram. Shot fake, dribbles in. Tried to lob it to Guest in the lane, got congested, ball knocked away. Ottumwa's had a lot of turnovers here lately. Blomers up top, Indians looking for the lead. Left side to Schaffner. To the right side, Creer. Up top to Schaffner. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that. Left side to Blomers for a three, no good. And Mellon with another rebound. Got to watch the Wolf from behind. Avoids the pursuit of Schaffner and into the front court. Minute 5 to go until halftime. Mellon lobbed too tall into the lane, was looking for Ransom on the post, and another turnover out of bounds. And Coach Vandenberg wants a timeout. Minute 1 to go until the half. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Ottumwa 15, Oskaloosa 15, 1 minute and 1 second on the clock until halftime. Oskaloosa with the ball. Ottumwa has Coram, Mellon, Schneckloth, Ransom, and Guest. They're 5 starters on the floor. Addison Carter into the front court for Oskaloosa, into the left corner for Roach. Roach a baseline drive, shot off the glass too strong. Coram with the rebound. Schaffner slapped at it. No call, and the Bulldogs back the other way. Lob into the right corner of Schneckloth. To the wing, Coram, up top Guest. And drives in the lane, kicked it out in the corner for Schneckloth. Wide open three, too strong. Weak side rebound to Blomers. 30 seconds to go. Blomers left side. Well, that's a carry again. Lobs it right side, Schaffner. Down to the baseline for Roach on the right side. Kick it on the wing to Creer. Creer might have gotten away with the double dribble. Lob it back in the lane for Roach. Kick it left wing. Blomers got open for a three and hit it. Can't let her be that wide open. Her second three. She's got 7 in the game. Ottumwa down 18-15. 10 seconds to go. Oski with some pressure. Left side for Schneckloth. Across the timeline. Tried to throw back to Coram, and Coram hadn't crossed midcourt yet, so Ottumwa commits an over and back with 3.5 seconds to go. And now the Bulldogs have to avoid giving up another bucket and suddenly being down more than one possession at the half. Oski leading 18-15. Creer to inbound at midcourt. Gets it to Carter. 2 seconds. Carter to the left. Just a runner blocked by Mellon at the buzzer. So Oskaloosa leading Ottumwa 18-15 as we go to halftime. We will take a 3-minute timeout and begin the Bulldog halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High basketball, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63, next to Walgreens in Ottumwa, for the ultimate Sonic experience. At the half, your Ottumwa girls trail at home versus Oskaloosa, 18-15. First half scoring and Guest leading the Bulldogs with 7 points. Addison Ransom has 5 points, and Chloe Schneckloff has 3 points. For Oskaloosa, Presley Blomers has 7 points. Macy Creer has 5. Kaylee Johnson has 2. Aubrey Blanco has 2. And Lucy Roach also has 2 points. Free throws, not good for Oski in the first half, just 2 of 6. Ottumwa was a little bit better, shooting 4 of 8 from the free throw line. So again, at the half, Ottumwa trailing Oskaloosa 18-15. Over in Oskaloosa at the end of the third quarter, Ottumwa, the Bulldog boys have blown it wide open. They lead Oskaloosa 57-19. Trey Swartz had 12 points in the third quarter by himself. He's up to 21 for the game. In his first game back since having to miss a few games due to COVID concerns. So a big game coming back for Trey Swartz over in Oskaloosa tonight. And again, if you're wondering the reason that we're not over in Oskaloosa broadcasting the game, we are not permitted to do video broadcasts from Oskaloosa's facilities, thanks to an agreement that Oskaloosa Schools made with a media company over there. So in order to bring you a full audio and video simulcast, we are doing the girls' game here in Ottumwa between the Bulldogs and Oskaloosa tonight. So again, they're going to the fourth in Oskaloosa. The Ottumwa boys leading Oski 57-19. Here in Ottumwa at the half, the Bulldog girls trail Oskaloosa, but it's close, 18-15, and that three-point margin represents the largest lead that either team had through the first 16 minutes. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout, come back and get you ready for the second half here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you tonight by Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. Also brought to you by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. They're now open with their new upgrades that make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, again, now open, where bowling is fun. And by Ottumwa Regional Health Center, your health and safety is their #1 priority. Ottumwa girls trailing Oskaloosa 18-15, getting ready to start the second half. It will be Ottumwa basketball to begin the third quarter. OHS with Coram, Mellon, Schneckloff, Ransom, and Guest on the floor. Oskaloosa has Blommers, Johnson, Blanco, Creer, and Schaffner. I know I'm struggling with Schaffner because Schneckloff has an N there at the beginning as Chloe inbounds at the court. So I want to put a schna on Schaffner, but it's not there. Mellon on the right wing for Ottumwa as we get underway. Try to lob it in the post, knocked away and stolen by Blommers. Another Ottumwa turnover. That started to plague them back half of the second quarter. Blanco left side, down to the corner for Jackson. Picked up her dribble, looked underneath, not there. Got it to Blommers on the wing, left alone for a three. Missed it, and the rebound rescued by Jackson for Oskaloosa. Brings it out to the wing. Down to the block for Blanco. Turnaround off the glass and good. And Oski's got its biggest lead, 20-15. They set up that 2-2-1 zone pressure. Schneckloth attacks right side, ahead across the timeline to Mellon. Mellon to a cutting Guest on the left side of the lane, lay it up and good, and probably got fouled too. They didn't call it, but Ottumwa breaks the press nicely. Guest has 9, back within 3, 20-17. Blommers left side, guarded by Schneckloth. A lob in the lane, and an offensive foul on Blanco, pushing off of Guest, who was fronting her as that lob came in. That's the third foul on the 6-footer Aubrey Blanco. Zoe Jones will check in for Mellon for Ottumwa. 7:01 on the clock, third quarter. Blanco will stay on the floor with those 3 fouls. Inbound to Schneckloth. I might go right at her. You can break this press. Schneckloth going right to left against the pressure in the backcourt. Now back to the right, across the timeline to Ransom. Waits for the trap to clear, gets it back to Chloe at the volleyball line. Chloe to the left side, guarded by Schaffner, around to pick. Right wing, looks for a back door, it's not there. Threw it up top, knocked away by Schaffner and stolen. Guest running down with her, trying to slow her down. Missed the layup, and the rebound pulled in by Schneckloth. And hacked at that ball, there was no call. So good defense. Schneckloth pulls up at the free throw line, backs it out. Takes it left. Got to get that count off her. Drives in the lane, beat her, got it off the glass, in and out, no good. Got her own rebound, puts it back up in traffic. Shot was blocked. Jackson saved it, then threw it right back to Chloe. Out to the elbow for Guest. Hands off to Ransom. Ransom into the corner, Schneckloth. Thought about a 3, hand in her face, that's Blommers. Looking underneath. Now a skip pass, tip, but Corum rescues it. Into the lane for Ransom, tough catch. Kicks it out, into the corner. Zoe Jones for a 3, off the rim, no. Guest fighting for the rebound. Turnaround off the glass and good. The defense all fell off her, and she turned around and laid it in. 11 in the game for Ann Guest. Ottumwa back within 1, 20-19. Blommers hesitation down the lane. Threw it too sharply off the glass. Jones fighting for the rebound, and Blommers fouled her. That's the first foul on Presley Blommers, second of the half on Oskaloosa. 5:36 on the clock. Bulldogs down a point. Chance to retake the lead here. Inbound to Zoe Jones. Left side. Threw it behind Schneckloth, the midcourt, intercepted by Blommers. 3-on-2 the other way. Blommers right down, split 2 defenders and laid it in. Boy, Ottumwa cannot have turnovers like that. 22-19 Indians. Inbound to the right side to Jones. Dribbling across the timeline. Double team comes. Oh, they're going to call Zoe. How can you call Jones for carrying the ball when she lost the ball? It came off of her hand, it hit an Oskaloosa player, and they called a carry. Jones just lost the ball entirely. It's not a carry when you lose the basketball. Jones checks out and Mellon is back in. 5:16 on the clock, third quarter. Oskaloosa inbounding, leading 22-19. And the turnovers keeping Ottumwa from taking the lead. Blommers to the left side, into the corner, Jackson. Shot fake, had it knocked out of her hands, got it back, kicked it to Blommers up top. Lob it right side to Creer, into the corner, Schaffner. Lob knocked away from Blanco, and the loose ball picked up by Corum. Bulldogs force a turnover this time. Olivia into the front court, throws it right side for Schneckloth. She'll take the 3. Off the rim, no. And I think Ottumwa got dinged on a rebounding foul, and that is the third on Addison Ransom. So each team has a key post player with 3 fouls. Blanco still in there for Oskaloosa, and it looks like Ottumwa will leave Ransom in there for now. I actually thought they were going to get that rebounding foul on Corum, who came flying in, but they called it on Ransom. Blommers left side, down the lane, shot. Oh, if that's on Ransom, that's her 4th. Kind of looked clean from up here, but Ransom just got her 4th foul. And Ottumwa has a couple of subs coming in. Jones and Lemons will return. Blommers at the line, 1 for 3 on the night. This one is good. That's her 10th point. Guest and Ransom check out. Jones and Lemons back in. Honestly, the refs could call a carry on Blomers every time she drives. They called one on her early. Actually called a couple on her in the first half. Second free throw no good. A good box out by Lemons, and Mellon gets the rebound. Up ahead to Schneckloth. Across the timeline, they look to Trapper. Gets to the wing. Throw it up top for Mellon. Into the lane for Lemons. Cut off. Kicks it out to Schneckloth. Around to Lemons' pick. Bounce it left side for Mellon. Open for a three left wing. Count it! Isabel Mellon with her first bucket of the night. It's 3 points, and Ottumwa back within one, 23-22. Blomers across the timeline. Always goes to the left side to start, then looks to drive. Pass through the hands of Schaffner at the free throw line, and it's picked off on the deflection by Josie Lemons. Bulldogs a chance to take the lead. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Oski in his zone. Left wing to Jones. Underneath to Lemons. Triple team. Kicks it back out to Zoe. Shot fake. A drive. Pass deflected, but run down by Schneckloth high on the right side. Chloe trying to redirect the offense here. Kicks it right corner from Mellon. Shot fake. Picked up her dribble. Goes high post to Lemons. Josie down the lane on the dribble. Put it up off the glass. Couldn't get the roll. Rebound to Blanco. Blomers across the timeline. Again towards the left side. Dribbles top of the key. And a carry is called on Blomers. And she's looking at her coach saying, I can't believe it. And her coach is saying, you're carrying the ball. You're lifting it up and over. And Blomers still didn't believe it, even when her coach told her it looked like. A couple of subs for Oskaloosa. Lucy Roach is back in, as is Addison Carter. Corum into the front court. Ottumwa was still down a point. Right side for Mellon. Mellon dribbles free throw line. Yeah, took an extra step. That's travel. That was unfortunate. Oskaloosa back the other way, leading 23-22. Ball left side to Carter. Dribbles up top, back left wing to Blomers. Blomers drives into the lane, a whistle. Foul on the floor, the layup good. Blomers thought it was the NBA. Complaining that she didn't get the bucket. Chloe Schneckloth just got her third foul. Ottumwa will leave her on the floor. They bring in Kennedy Hugan. Ball goes left side to Blomers off the inbounds. Driving baseline, off the glass, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Olivia Corum. Another chance for Ottumwa to... Now the scoreboard shows Ottumwa in front, 24-23. Did I miss something? We'll sort that out in a moment. Guest dribbling up top. Lobs it high on the right side to Hugan. Into the high post, Lemons. Down to the baseline, Corum. Trying to pass it across. It was stolen by Kaylee Johnson, and then Ann Guest got called for a foul. That's only the first one on Ann, but it's team foul number 4. Scoreboard says Ottumwa's leading 24-23. And the referee, one of the officials, is checking. I don't think Ottumwa has 24. Ottumwa had 15 at the half. They've had 2 buckets inside from Ann Guest and a 3 from Mellon. That'll bring the total to 22. I think Oskaloosa is correct. At 23, they had 18 at the half, and they have 5 points. 3 from Blomers, 2 from Blanco. And now they adjust Ottumwa's score to 22. But how does Oskaloosa have 25? How does Oskaloosa have 25? I only have them with 23. Ottumwa with some pressure up high. Creer trying to drive right side. Ran over Corum, and that's an offensive foul. Second foul on Macy Creer. Team foul number 3. Ottumwa inbounding. Oski with the pressure again, the zone pressure. Corum back to Schneckloth. Dribbles ahead tentatively right side, gets across the timeline. The trap comes. Try to get it to Lemons. Nearly stole. Lemons got it back. Her pass intended for Guest deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa on the far side, 2:13 to go. I don't know why I know why they took the 2 off the board for Ottumwa. They had too many, but I don't think Oski has 25. I really don't. And now the officials get together and they reverse the call. That ball was clearly deflected by Oskaloosa. That ball took a left turn. That ball took a left turn out of bounds. They ruled it correct initially, and then they got together and overturned it. They talked themselves out of the right call. So Oskaloosa has it. Well, Ottumwa can't get anything at home. Carter trying to drive, lost it. Got it to Creer, and a lob over the head of Blomers out of bounds, and Oski gives it back. Minute 57 to go in the third. Oski wasn't going to press, and then their coach, Terrence Cunningham, called for them to come and set up the press. Hugen has it in the backcourt. Splits 2 defenders, lost it. Picked up by Cryer, and then Lemons trying to get the ball, ended up on top of Cryer, and that's a foul on Ottumwa. First one on Lemons, team foul number 5. Scoreboard says 25-22, and I don't have that here. Scott Jackson, our friend from the Ottumwa Couriers here, I might check with him at the end of the quarter, see if I missed something. Ball goes left side for Roach. Roach trying to drive in, cut off, kicks it out to Blomers, free throw line. And a foul on the floor. All of a sudden this game got whistle happy in the third quarter. Olivia Corum gets her third, team foul number 6. So Corum and Schneckloth both have 3 fouls. Ransom sitting on the bench with 4. Inbounds to Cryer right side. Up top for Carter. Dribbles left. Backs up to shoot a 3. Missed it off the back iron. Rebound tapped out to the corner, and Corum ran it down but couldn't stay in bounds. Minute 23 to go. Oski keeps it. And the scoreboard says they're up by 3. Blomers inbounds at baseline to Roach left side. Drives around her defender. Missed the layup, but a foul on Ottumwa. And Josie Lemons did not like that call. Roach at the line shooting 2. She's 1 for 1 on the season. Minute 20 on the clock. First free throw no good. We've had more whistles than shots in this third quarter. Isabel Mellon checks back in, replacing Kennedy Hugen. Second free throw rattles home. So it's either 26-22 or 24-22. Inbound to Mellon against the pressure. To the right side, Schneckloff. Chloe going right to left, gets across the timeline. Double team, but takes it back to the right. Picked up her dribble, lobs it left baseline, knocked away from Guest by Roach. It goes out of bounds on the far side. .104 to go third quarter. Schneckloff to inbound. Gets it into Corum up top. Corum to the left to Schneckloff on the wing. Backs it up, guarded by Carter. It's around a Lemons pick, right side from Mellon. Mellon looking underneath. Gets it up top for Lemons. 45 seconds to go in the half. To the right side, Schneckloff. Down to the corner for Corum. To the wing, Mellon on the right side. And Guest up top, around a pick, down the lane, runner, got it to go. And Guest splitting the defense. She has 6 points in the quarter, 13 in the game. Bulldogs apparently trailed by 2, 26-24. Around a pick, left side, Carter all the way in. Threw it up wildly, though, off the glass. Missed it. The rebound to Lemons. 13 seconds. Ottumwa got a chance here to tie the game or take the lead. Schneckloff had it knocked out of her hands, got it back, and then a foul is called on Oskaloosa's Addison Carter. Her second, team foul number 4. 7.1 seconds to go. Ottumwa inbounding at midcourt on the far side. Inbound to Corum. Round to pick, lob it right side. Mellon, a tough catch, turn around, contested shot up, no good at the buzzer. It says 26-24. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
I'm Mark Frymoyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa with the ball. Apparently we're going to stay with Oski 26 and Ottumwa 24. Talk more about that in a moment. Well, that's the score we'll go with for now. Ottumwa into the block for Ann Guest, right side. Kick it left wing for Schneckloth. In the corner for Mellon. Open for a three in the lead. No good. Rebound to Blommers. Here comes Oskaloosa. Blommers lobs it down to the baseline for Roach. Pass. Tried to kick it out. Deflected. Stolen by Guest. Guest wanted to go the other way. She's 1-on-3. Pulls up wisely in the wing. Goes up top Schneckloth. Ottumwa was down 3 at the half. They're down 2 right now. Guest down the lane. Shot was blocked. Got it back. Put it up and drew the foul. And Guest will shoot 2. Again, if you weren't with us earlier, the scoreboard at one point read 23-22 Oskaloosa. Then they put 2 on the board for Ottumwa. It said 24-23. Then during a stoppage, they took the 2 off for Ottumwa, which I had them only with 22. That made sense. Then they added 2 for Oskaloosa, which either I missed something or I'm not sure what happened. Guest at the line, and the free throw good. And having a big night, 14 points. Ottumwa down 1, 26-25. One more free throw for Guest. Puts it up. Got them both. We're tied at 26. See if Ottumwa can get another stop here. Addison Carter across the timeline. Takes it right side. Fed it underneath to Blanco, laid it up and in. The help defense left the wrong person open, and Oski goes back in front. Mellon in the backcourt against that zone pressure. Lobs it across the timeline right side to Lemons. Oski will settle back into his zone. Ball goes up top to Schneckloth. Chloe not being pressured, gets it right side to Mellon. Mellon on the wing. A jab step, lob in to Lemons. Lemons driving against the big girl Blanco, threw it up too strong, and Blanco the rebound. Oski with the ball in a 2-point lead. Into the front court, Roach has a lane to drive the baseline, laid it in. Ottumwa didn't hustle back. And now they're down 4 again, 30-26. Schneckloth going left and right now through the midcourt circle. Lob into the left corner. Mellon wide open for a 3 for an answer. Off the rim, no. And Lemons ended up with a rebound, but they call a rebounding foul on Josie Lemons. That's her 3rd. It's team foul number 8, and Oski's shooting a 1-and-1. Again, I'm still not convinced Oskaloosa has 30. I would think they'd have 28, and I asked Scott Jackson during the quarter break, and he only came up with 28 with him keeping score. So either we both missed something or something else went awry down there. Roach shooting a 1-and-1 and hits the first. She's now 2 of 3 from the line tonight, 31-26. 6:19 to go. Ottumwa's got to get the offense going again. Second free throw good, 32-26. Biggest lead of the night. Oskaloosa ahead by 6. Schneckloth in the backcourt. Bulldogs kind of tentative against his zone press. Schneckloth trying to drive to midcourt. They rule that out of bounds in midcourt on Ottumwa, but clearly Carter reached in and slapped it away. Oskaloosa gets it back. Not sure what game is being watched by the gentleman in the stripes. Lob into the lane. Blanco, good catch in the lane. Shot no good, but a foul on Guest. Ottumwa's let Blanco catch it deep a couple of times, and that's one thing they can't do. Second foul on Guest, team foul number 9. Blanco at the line, 3 of 4 on the season. Puts it up, knocks it down. 7 points now for Blanco, 33-26. Second free throw, got them both. Oski was not good from the line in the first half, but they're 4-4 here in the fourth quarter. 34-26. Corum, lob ahead to Mellon, across the timeline right side. Fires, good catch by Ransom, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. Took a jumper from the free throw line. Carter thought she blocked it clean, but a whistle and a foul on Addison Carter. Her third, team foul number 5, and Ransom will shoot 2. Addison 3 of 4 from the line tonight, has 5 points. Again, she's playing with 4 fouls. First one on the way, and 2 strong. One more free throw for Addison Ransom. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. Free throw in and out, no good, and the rebound to Blanca. Someone can't afford an 0 for 2 right now. Blomers into the front court, lobs it right side for Roach. Underneath, off the leg of Blanco, got it back. Pass deflected out, Roach rescues up top Blomers. Left side, Carter, back to Blomers. Dribbles right, down the lane, shot off the glass and good. 12 in the game for Presley Blomers. Ottumwa suddenly down 10, 36-26. Mellon into the front court, double teamed as she crosses a timeline. Ottumwa got a timeout before the tie-up, and we'll take 30 seconds in return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Ottumwa desperately needs a bucket here. 5:20 to go, down 10. And Guest turn around in the lane with the left hand off the glass and good. Guest is keeping Ottumwa in this game. She has 17 points. Bulldogs back within 8, 36-28. Ottumwa was down 2 to start the fourth quarter. Mellon pressuring Carter up top. And a reach-in foul called on Mellon. That's her second. It's team foul number 10. Carter going to the line. That might have been what Ottumwa wanted. Addison Carter, 43% on the season from the free throw line. And again, Oski has not shot free throws well this season. That could be one avenue for Ottumwa to come back. First free throw short off the rim by Carter. That's Oskaloosa's first miss of the fourth. They had been 4 for 4. Second free throw, too strong. Oh, it bounced in. Bounced twice and went in. 37-28. Corum in the backcourt. Left side to Schneckloth against that 2-2-1 zone press. Schneckloth nearly lost the dribble. She's in trouble. Got to get across the timeline. She does. And then got tied up by Roach, and the arrow favors Oskaloosa. Ottumwa keeps dribbling into that corner and getting trapped. Bulldogs got to find a way to either go up the middle. As the inbounds came into all the way into the left corner for Roach, who tried to drive on Ransom. Ransom knocked it out of bounds, and a good thing she did because there was no one else back there to cut her off. Now Blomers to inbound. A lob up top for Roach. There's it right side for Johnson. She tries a three, missed it, rebound, volleyballed, and picked up by Isabel Mellon. That's a stop Ottumwa needed. Now I got to get a bucket on this end. Into the front court right wing for Schneckloff. Up top for Guest. Looking underneath for Ransom. Now they find Mellon on the weak side block. Kicks it out to Corum in the left corner. Her pass deflected. Mellon rescues it. Skip pass on a bounce right side to Schneckloff for a three. Count it! Chloe Schneckloff with a big three-pointer, her second of the game. Bulldogs back within 6, 37-31. 4:10 to go. Carter walks it across the timeline. Might Ottumwa foul her again. Mellon certainly going to pressure her up top. Picked up her dribble, kicked it back to Blomers. Blomers guarded closely by Schneckloff. Crossover dribble, split defenders down the lane, threw it up off the glass too strong, and the rebound ricochets to Corum. Good help defense that time underneath by Ottumwa. Corum across the timeline, lobs it left corner for Mellon. Isabella baseline drive, tried to bounce it across to Ransom. Ransom picked up the loose ball and then drew the foul going up, and Addison will shoot two with 3:37 to go. Addison Carter gets her fourth. Team foul number 7. 2 shots here for Ransom, who hit her first 3 free throws but has missed her last 3. First one for Addison, good. Bulldogs needed that one, 37-32. One more free throw for Addison Ransom. Puts it up. Knocked it down, but they call a lane violation on Ottumwa. I've seen more lane violations in the first few weeks of this season than I think I saw all of last year. And that's between girls and boys games. It's amazing. So it's a 5-point game. Ottumwa down 37-32, 3.5 minutes to go. Ottumwa trying to pressure Oskaloosa. Carter up top, guarded by Mellon, takes it right side. Picked up her dribble, got it back to midcourt for Blomers. Blomers under pressure from Schneckloff. Left-handed drive down the lane, cut off, put it up, and got the roll over Ransom. 39-32. Corum against that press. Left side, now towards the center. Lob across the timeline for Schneckloff. Right side, Roach picks her up on the wing. Wanted to go underneath the Guest, it's not there. Now they get it to Corum on the wing. Skip it left side for Mellon. Isabella baseline drive, nearly lost it. Double team down there, kicks it up top for Guest. To the right corner, Schneckloff open for a three. Off the rim, rebound. Boy, Blanco's going over the top there, no call, and the ricochet goes to Carter, and Addison Carter's going to walk it across the timeline. 2:38 to go, Ottumwa down 7. Mellon meets her at midcourt. Bulldogs might have to start fouling soon. Carter to the left gets it to Blanco. Back to Carter. Carter, not a good free throw shooter, so if you want to foul, she'd be one of them. They're trying to deny Blomers the ball, but she gets a handoff. Left wing, lob it down to the baseline for Blanco. She traveled. Good double team by Ransom and Guest, forcing the travel, and Ottumwa gets it back, 2:18 to go. Really need a bucket here. Oski will set up pressure. Mellon comes and gets it on the right side in the backcourt. Trying to go right to left, picked up her dribble, got it to Schneckloff, got away from Blomers, and a jump pass across the timeline to Corum right wing. Steps into a three. Count it! Olivia Corum with a huge three-pointer. 4-point game, 2 minutes to go. 39-35. Oski content to walk it across the timeline. Used up 8 of the 10 seconds. Carter left side, lost it. Well, a reach and foul called on Mellon. That's a third on Mellon, and Oski's already in the double bonus. But again, Addison Carter, 43% on the season. Missed the first one badly her last time and made the second one, but not cleanly. They hit the rim twice and went in. First free throw this time, no good. Boy, if you are Guest and Ransom, you must box out. Second free throw is up. No good, but Olivia Corum ran into the lane late after Carter had the ball, and so that's a lane violation. So now Addison Carter will get another look at her second free throw. And she made it. That's a costly mistake by Ottumwa there. 40-35. It's a 5-point game. Schneckloth right side in the backcourt to Corum. Lob to the middle off the hands of Ransom, picked off by Johnson. Johnson drives down, kicks it out to Blomers. Blomers into the lane, underneath the hoop, passes it out to Roach. Roach out to Carter, and Oski's going to play keep away. Corum trying to stay with Carter. And a timeout, Oskaloosa, minute 26 to go. Bulldogs down 5, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom. And let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. Minute 26 to go. Oskaloosa inbounding, leading Ottumwa 40-35. Bulldog girls trying to rally and get their first win of the season. Kaylee Johnson to inbound, lobs it up top for Roach. Roach guarded by Ransom, who has 4 fouls. Picked up her dribble and goes in the corner for Johnson. Johnson guarded by Corum. Corum's playing with 3 fouls. Gets it out to Blomers. Blomers guarded by Schneckloth. Minute 10 to go. Ottumwa's going to have to foul pretty soon. Blomers into the lane. Put up the runner off the glass. Got it to go. Boy, that was kind of risky for her to shoot that. But she made it, and it's 42-35. Under a minute to go. Schneckloth picked up her dribble. Fires across the timeline to Guest left wing. Takes it down the lane and traveled. Wasn't sure whether to shoot or pass and couldn't make up her mind in time. And Kennedy Hugan will check in for Ottumwa. And Ottumwa takes a timeout. 51.3 to go. Bulldogs down 7. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by River Hills Community Health Center with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. 51.3 seconds to go. Bulldogs pressing. Oskaloosa inbounds to Blomers. Blomers going right to left in the backcourt, shouted by Schneckloth. Nearly lost it, but rescued it across the timeline around a pick. Now drives all the way in, and a foul on Ottumwa. Presley Blomers will shoot 2. Chloe Schneckloth gets her 4th. Blomers at the line. 2 for 5. First one here. Got the roll. 17 in the game for Blomers. Bulldogs will bring Addison Ransom back in, replacing Kennedy Hugan. Second free throw, got the roll again. 44-35, Oski again with the pressure. Inbound to Schneckloth. Coach Vandenberg saying we got to go. We can't just stand there and wait for an opening. Got to make one. Pass across the timeline to Corum. Left wing Schneckloth. The three on the way. Too strong. And Ransom tips the rebound to save it, but it goes to Roach. And then they rule that it's Ottumwa's ball. I'm not sure what the call is there, but Ottumwa gets the ball back. 26.1 to go. Schneckloth to inbound. Goes right side Mellon. She got open for a look at a three. Off the rim. It was on line but short. Rebound to Johnson. Schneckloth will foul her with 20.5 seconds to go. And this one's just about done. Schneckloth fouls out. She'll end her night with 6 points. Zoe Jones will take her place. Well, actually, the scoreboard only says that's 4 on Schneckloth. I think it was 5 on Schneckloth. Johnson's free throw, banked it in. She's now 1 for 2 on the season. Oskaloosa's made a lot of free throws in the fourth quarter. A lot of them have not been just clean swishes. That one no good. Rebound to Guest. Under 20 to go. Ottumwa down 10. Mellon across the timeline. Nearly lost it. Got it to Guest. And fires across the lane to Ransom. She got fouled with 11 seconds to go. And Addison Ransom will shoot 2. Kaylee Johnson gets her third. Two shots here for Ransom. First one up and good. One more free throw here for Addison. She's got 7 in the game, 7 points. And the free throw is good, got them both. 45-37, Hugan in for Ransom. Ottumwa looks like they'll press and maybe foul at least once more. Johnson roaming the baseline, got it into Blomers. Guarded by Jones, and Jones bumps her. Zoe gets her second, and Blomers to the line with 8 seconds to go. By the way, the final in the boys' game was Ottumwa 64, Oskaloosa 26. Trey Swartz ending with 21 points. He did not play in the fourth quarter. Ottumwa had a huge lead already after 3. Blomers' free throw left it short. Blomers has made 4 free throws in this game. I don't think any of those makes have just been swishes. The makes have rolled in, the misses have rattled off. Second free throw as Ransom came back in, that's good. 46-37, last push for Ottumwa here. Corum ahead to Mellon, across the timeline to Ransom. 1 second, Ransom shoots at the buzzer, no good, and the final is Oskaloosa 46, and Ottumwa 37. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and have the postgame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, Cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Evans Middle School, where your Ottumwa girls team falls to Oskaloosa by a score of 46-37. Scoring, Ottumwa led tonight by Ann Guest, 17 points for the senior. Addison Ransom had 8. She had foul trouble in the second half. 6 points for Chloe Schneckloff, 3 for Olivia Corum, and 3 for Isabel Mellon. Oskaloosa led by the sophomore Presley Blomers, who had 19 points. 8 points for Aubrey Blanco, 7 for Lucy Roach off the bench, 5 points for Macy Cryer, 3 for Kaylee Johnson, and 2 points for Addison Carter. Free throws in the game, Ottumwa ended up decently, 9 of 15. Oski much better in the second half than the first. They were 14 of 24. So Ottumwa drops to 0-5. Oskaloosa now 5-4 as both teams head in to winter break. There's still one more Ottumwa basketball game before we hit winter break. That's the Bulldog boys tomorrow night. The boys coming off a blowout win tonight over Oskaloosa. Let me bring that score back one more time so I have it for you. 64-26 in Oski tonight. So the Ottumwa boys will ride that momentum into tomorrow night's game against another Little Hawkeye Conference opponent at Pella Christian. That'll be a 7:45 tip tomorrow night, and we'll have it for you here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. I want to thank all of our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Coal Palace Cafe and Books, Petrita Orthodontics, Community First Credit Union, Slayton Polaris, Sonic Drive-In, Family First Chiropractic, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, Lisco, Champion Bowl, Ottumwa Regional Health Center, Dixon's Floors and More, River Hills Community Health Center, and the Ottumwa Community School District. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of our producers, Annie Argo, our on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, producing the radio broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Basketball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and on the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. My name's Jason Van Arpel. I will talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldog boys play at Pella Christian. Until then, good night, everybody.